For beginners, I really like to use breathing devices that have a strong visual component because almost nobody, the first time they play the tuba, is going to use nearly the proper amount of wind. All right? It is weird. It is a weird thing, just like playing the flute is a weird thing. It is weird to use that much wind in a daily activity unless you're a swimmer. All right? So this tool right here, this pinwheel, this is fantastic. Just have the student get the pinwheel moving. Can you move it faster? That's going to give you more volume and probably a little bit higher pitch. Can you move it slower? That'll probably give you less volume and a little slower pitch. It's a great instant visual aid. Another one, which you might not have enough money to give to each individual person, but it kind of needs to because this is a great germ collector, is the breathing bag. This is particularly useful to me with my freshmen who have not been taught to use the proper amount of wind. If you can visualize filling up that bag, and then on your inhalation, emptying that bag, I guarantee you for 99% of your students that will be the biggest inhalation and exhalation they've ever taken. But they can see it, they've experienced it, and then when you have them play your first note, and when you have them buzz, you could say, okay, empty the bag and then fill up the bag. And you're absolutely right off the bat going to have more success. I would say, again, 99% of people that try to play tuba the first time are using between 5 and 10% of the required airstream for a quality tone. All right? So you need to increase it by that much. So you start with the horsey sound. As you all know from your reading, you can create a lot more resistance in the tuba mouthpiece by covering up half the shank with your pinky. Nothing wrong with this. Nothing wrong with this for even the first year or so of playing. All right? With more efficiency and more experience, you'll be able to take that pinky away and buzz without it. But absolutely, go here first. Give yourself a little bit more resistance when you're buzzing. It makes it a lot easier. As far as embouchure placement, it's in the book. Generally speaking, you want about 2/3 upper lip, 1/3 lower lip. 50-50, it's kind of an old-fashioned idea, but it works for some people. There are some people out there that play pretty well with 1/3 upper, 2/3 lower, right? So you can make basically anything work as long as you're motivated and practicing hard. But for the great majority of your students, they will find the most success with 2/3 upper, 1/3 lower. And you can reinforce that by having them buzz every day. And that's my last playing recommendation here, aside from the playing recommendations in the text, is if you can get particularly your tuba players to buzz melodies every day, that will make them have so much a greater degree of control over their instruments. And that simple activity, those 2 minutes of buzzing a melody or a scale or something at the beginning of their playing day, that will make their first year significantly more comfortable and easy and see a lot more growth than if you just have them picking up the instrument and playing it. Because there's so much variety, so much variables in this massive embouchure that we create for the tuba that if you just start thinking about buzzing a melody, any recognizable melody, they're immediately making themselves a lot better.